So let's talk about spiritual warfare, right? Let's talk about how when really big things are about to happen in your life, you will be tested. They will test everything around you. Specifically, they will test the things that are closest to you that bring you joy and make you happy. And sometimes those things are like your children, your spouse, your job. It could be your favorite coworker. Like, it's just amazing how quickly life chooses to come at you when you are on the verge of something really big. And we spend a lot of time trying to like figure it out. Like, you know, what's the thing that's going to come for us? And like lately, because of how much mental warfare so many of us are under, I feel like that is absolutely the newest trickery that a lot of us are going to have to fight. This like ability to hold on to your mental health and your mental status while really fighting for your fucking life, like fighting for your place in this world where you don't feel like you've lost everything and you haven't lost yourself, because that's part of what I'm always working on, making sure that I don't lose myself in the midst of the warfare, because I think it's so easy to lose who you are when you are building something new, right? Because the newness of life is to tell you, like, you have to be a different person in order to elevate. You have to be a different person to level up, like all of these different things. And yes, I think there's certain parts of your spirit have to elevate in order for you to get to the next place. But I also think that the core version of you really has to stay connected. It has to stay connected, because when it doesn't stay connected, it starts to, like, it's this internal fight that you start to have to go through in order to maintain like status quo in your brain, to like maintain just taking a shower, answering people correctly, remembering to respond back to text messages, you know, the little things that we all fight for so much in our lives. But that like mental, that spiritual warfare that really plays on your mind, that makes you think that you are unworthy of certain things, that makes you think that you aren't prepared for certain things, that you shouldn't speak at certain times, that you shouldn't, you like, who you are isn't good enough. And then it starts to like wreak havoc on the people around you that mean something to you, because it wants you to start doubting yourself. It wants you to doubt your ability to make friends. It wants you to doubt your ability to pick good spiritual connections. It wants you to doubt your ability to have, you know, to pick your spouse, all of those different things. And throughout my life, I've had these moments where I thought that maybe I was in the wrong, right? Like maybe who I wasn't spiritual enough. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't faithful enough. I wasn't connected with God enough. And the truth was, I was so connected that I was chosen to be attacked. And when you realize that, when you are in a space where you realize your worth in your spiritual self, oh boy, you be out here. You be summoning some shit that you were not prepared for. You really do. And you know, and sometimes it comes in the sense of somebody saying something like, you can't speak about God because you dress this way. You can't speak about God because you talk this way. You can't speak about God because you listen to this kind of music. You can't speak about God because you're not living like me. And God only wants my kind of person to be in this space. And I'm here to tell you, he be picking some of us up off the ground and allowing us to minister to the people who wouldn't be able to hear that other kind of person. You know what I mean? And let your ministry be who you are. Like, don't change in order to become a part of a life that you would never choose for yourself. Let your spiritual self be as loud and as bold as who you authentically are. If you are a cursor, and that's just who you are, you can still tell me about a spirit and I'm gonna listen. If you're a person who's quiet and kind of like, you know, to yourself, but you tell me, I'm gonna listen. If you gotta twerk in order for me to get the message, I'm gonna listen. But if you start thumping me over the head and telling me that if I can't listen to only how you listen, I'm not gonna listen to any of those things, right? Because you have to let me figure out my communication style with my spiritual advisors. And that comes in all different fonts, all different shapes, all different caps, you know? And absolutely love talking about spiritual things when it's the calling. Like, you just never know when you're going to be called or when you're going to be attacked. Because you thought you was good. You was like, I prayed every night. I showed up. I ate all of my fish on Friday. And what do you get? Mollywopped right in the head. Pop, 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 pop. Beat them up. That's what happens sometimes. But it's okay. It's okay, because sometimes you need to be beat up in order to wake up and be like, I was faking it. I was acting like something else, like someone else, in order to fit in instead of being me. And now that I've been beat up and woke up, I get it, Lord, I get it. Because he didn't change who he was in order to fit in. He fit in where he fit in, right? He laid his story down, told you what was happening, and kept it pushing, all right? And we out here sitting, stomping, sweating, crying, because somebody won't listen to us based off of how we want to address them, instead of realizing that everybody has a community, and those communities speak to them in different ways. Different music speaks to people in different ways, right? You can catch people and have the exact same conversation in different fonts. People don't want to hear that, because if it's not the way they receive it, somehow you're more of a sinner than they are. But the last time I checked in the bell, it said, come as you are. And as you are looks very different on different people. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just wanted to talk it up a little bit, because I'm driving home and I feel so good about what's happening. But I also want to recognize that so many things in my life are under attack, but it's under spiritual attack. But it's okay, because I know how to fight that. I know how to fight that real good. That's what I do. I can fight an evil in a heartbeat, because I believe, pure believer, not part-time believer. You know what I mean? Anyway, y'all be good. Bye.